inside his own 10. Let's see what he gets. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So the Akron Zips offense takes the field. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line, they'll have it 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Using his legs, it's Watson. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the 1st on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play-action game.
They go to the ground. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Now they're going to throw it. Using the quick game. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a 1st down just outside the red zone. And the Zips come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Stands it. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Really effective concept against the zone there, and it helps all the more, David, when you have a tight end that can get downfield.
No doubt. Take your tight end, put him in the slot, makes it easier, better matchup.
They will score! Touchdown, Akron!
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Broncos offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look so out in the open field. He was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. This offense is vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
And the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. They'll try to run for it. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the 1st as they mark it at the 32.
Offenses that are great on 3rd downs, what do? Most of the time, they keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on 3rd and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on 3rd downs all throughout this season.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The give on the count. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. The Broncos moving quickly to the line. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air.
did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, as he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Zips take over at Akron, ready to get that offense to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. The Zips can really attack on this second and short. Make us proud. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense doesn't think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early. This offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll start the return inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Use the play fake down the throw. Takes a hit as he fired. Wide open downfield. And he gets it up to the 56. It'll be a first down. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36.
Let's get in that end zone.
Looking to throw on first down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And this has not been a good start for this offense. Like, this whole team, actually. They're already found themselves in a big hole. They're already trailing. They're going to need to throw the football, and you're going to have to protect your guy. This protection has to be better so he can make more plays.
Finds the tight end, and they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Such a great job by the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means 3rd and long. 3rd and long, now go dime packages to nickel packages. We're taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
Hunt is on its way. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered to get to the football.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Blasted as he lets it go. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Oh, he dropped it, just didn't work it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on down. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's complete to the right. Runs for a tackle. He's out of bounds after the good pickup, and what a way to end the first period. Guys, it's Akron holding the lead here so far. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. They've got a first down here to open the period. He'll do it himself. Quarterback gets the first down. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Broncos come to the line in the hurry up. Quarterback on the keeper. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Here they come on third down, and the defense has had no answer so far. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. Just drives it between the uprights. Now the lead is down to 11. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. On the move from inside his 5. He's got great speed. Oh, vision. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
Returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David. Only able to muster 3 points in their free. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
They'll run play action. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
The Broncos will line up to punt it away. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Makes the catch near the 50. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock it down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. And the Zips will send out the punt unit.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. And the Broncos headed quickly to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry.
Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. The Broncos will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Looking downfield on first down. What a job to lay out and make the catch. The Zips come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play.
You know, it's too bad that wasn't a bomb down the field, because if it was, that would have been a highlight that everybody would have seen. Because that goes for very minimal yardage, no one will see it unless you were here live watching, but what a great catch.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Got his man on the right. Oh, the speed, the acceleration, the elusiveness, and he's down to the 43.
Plays are going to break down, but that never seems to affect this quarterback. He's so athletic and so fast. He's able to avoid the pass rush, get himself on the perimeter, and now he's just using his God-given ability, his arm talent to make big-time throws.
The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make him execute, and rally to the ball.
100% zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that.
Turning it off! It's completely outside. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Snapped it in the shotgun. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Akron. Quick strike through the air for the score. They've extended the lead and taken control here in week 9. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his second touchdown of the game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On the run, it's Miles. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. And the Broncos in the hurry up. They'll go to the air on second and short. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. the Broncos send out the punt unit. Hauls it in at the 40. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. To the air on first down. Tagged out of the air.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Under fire. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Well, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39. They'll start this drive going to the air. Dances away to buy time. He's got room. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. He makes the catch. He's finally stopping, not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Fights off a defender. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Crosses the 40. Oh, he's got some space. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Zips will boot it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee in this drive from the start at the 25. The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece, and this is coach speak and very simple. I score, I get a stop, I score, I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
He's out of bounds a little bit short of the 40-yard line. Let's mark it at the 38. The running game doing work. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Pass rush. Coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A 3rd down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They've got to keep their quarterback up.
They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, fight. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Hand off to the lone back. Makes the tackle. First down. Looking for more. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Here's the handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Didn't make him sweat it all. It's good.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. Going right to work up top. Going for the big play. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the ground with the back. Past the sticks, and he may get more. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another first down here on 1st and 10. Rushes on him. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Now improvising. A strike downfield. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. The Zips look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left.
There were very big expectations surrounding this guy coming into the season. He's delivered week in, week out. With that last catch, he's now got over 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
This time going for the running game. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Seems it complete to the right. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. Punts it up in the air. Touchdown, Zips. And the route is on.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step to score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball still.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. And the Broncos with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll try the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. And they were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays to the passing.
Quickly out to the tight end. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Marking out of bounds at the 46.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third. They go back to work in the final period of this one. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. The Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They'll go to the ground. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. And the Broncos back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Bring him the heat. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. The offense changing the play. Running behind that left side. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44. And the Zips want to move quickly.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
I remember back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000-yard milestone this year.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Zips with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They'll try to run for it. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. And the Zips are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Safe completion on the screen. There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Akron. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Very intriguing Big 12 matchup today, gentlemen. Here's a look at how it finished up. Iowa State somehow, some way, found a way there in Ames and picked up a much-needed victory. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either. Big 12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, go get positive yardage.
Pass on second down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
How about this defense? No mercy. Like, listen, I know we're up big, but they are still hunting, still flying around, still chasing, still making life really miserable for this offense.
Slings it open. Complete to the right. They finally get to him. A right way there to pick up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Working that left side now. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Quarterback using all of the receivers at his disposal. This time he found the fullback.
And it's nice to have a guy that can block and obviously have the versatility to also catch the football, so you can mix it up and keep that defense busy.
Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Looking downfield on first down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
You gotta like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
The Broncos up the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Over the middle, it's Clyde. Turning it on. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Broncos with the 1st and 10. Again on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue.
Ball into the end zone. Oh, it's intercepted. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. The give and tick, 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 tick. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. The Zips are in the hurry-up. Making side adjustments here. Lost the fire on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Watkins. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down. The screen, he's got wheels. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. It's a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Quickly complete. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Gets it out quickly. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positives today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but just live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
They'll go back to the air on second down. It's the grab. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
He'll start the return inside his spot. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? You start every